Hey guys, what's up? Thank you for joining me in my studio. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be going over the features of an amplifier. Normally you're used to me playing an amplifier and showing you how it sounds in a musical context. I write a song, I jam. Today we're going to be going into details of this particular amp, which is a BRBS Vintage Class 3 Plus. This is a 50 watt amplifier powered by two EL34s. It's a based 3 channels, clean, crunch, and lead, with lots of extra options and gizmos and fun things to give you a lot more than just 3 channels. My recording signal chain is out of the amp into a universal audio aux, out of that into a universal audio twin. And my recording DAW is Luna. I also have a pedal board at my feet, which you can see right here. The time bass effects, reverb and delay, will be in the effects loop, and the other ones will be out in front of the amp. I'll just bring in effects now and then, let you hear the effects loop, maybe a couple pedals out front, just to give you an idea of how well this thing takes pedals. Let's take a look at the front panel here. We got some chicken head knobs, as you can see. And we'll start here. It's got a clean gain, crunch gain, and a lead gain. Moving into the EQ section, we got bass, middle, and treble. On the back of the amp are depth and presence knobs, and these help shape the tone of the power section. Each channel's got its own dedicated volume. Clean volume, crunch volume, lead volume. Pretty self-explanatory what they do. At the end, you see that red knob there. This is the solo boost. Right there, and it numbers from 0 to 10, and basically, it just kicks up your overall volume when you kick it on. So I'll kick it on. You'll see a little blue light go on there. That means you're screaming. Over here for the clean channel, there's a bright switch. Over to me is normal. Move it over, it goes to twang. The next switch over is for the crunch channel, and it says crunch gain. This is a momentary switch. So it's in standard mode. If I just hit it like this, watch the amber light go on here. That means you got more gain. It says hot. And to turn it off, do the same thing. Momentary switch. Now it's off. Okay. Now we got this other switch. It's just sort of sitting next to that 3 plus. Overdrive voice, OD voice. And this is a modern and classic setting. Over to me is classic. Move it over, it's modern. In classic mode, you'll hear it's got more openness and a wider Q in the mid-range, a lot more mids. And then in modern, it sort of squeezes it all, makes it really tight bottom end, and you'll also notice there'll be a drop in volume. This is pretty common today with saturation switches that are on a lot of modern amplifiers. So the last switch here is also another momentary switch. It goes up and down. When you press down, it just changes the channels, like this. Just sort of cycles through. When you push up, it engages the solo boost. See the little blue light goes on, push up again to turn it off, and there we go. The Vintage Class 3 Plus comes with a 5-button foot switch. Clean, crunch, lead. It also has a switch for the added crunch gain, and then it has a switch for the solo boost. The bright switch and the classic modern are not foot switchable. Let's take a quick look at the rear panel. Got a bit of spaghetti going on here with the attachments. But you got some nice glowing in here. Those tubes are hot. Feels good on my hands because it's kind of cold in here. But here's what we got. We have MIDI input. That's right, this thing is MIDI controllable. I've plugged this into my MIDI switcher. Works great. If you don't have a MIDI foot switcher, we have this Ethernet cable connection to your foot switch right here. Over here are the effects loop send and return. Bump, bump, just like that. And then moving over here, we got a couple more of them little chicken head knobs. And it's a presence and the depth, as I mentioned earlier. And then we got the 3 speaker outs here. We got 4 ohm, 8 ohm, and 16 ohm. Last but not least, this amp has a reactive load built into it. You can go out of your XLR directly into your recording interface, and it has a reactive load. It's switched to off right now because I'm not using that, as you can see. This red knob is your DI level. And then down here is an on-off switch. This little fella right here is an on-off switch for speaker simulation. So it's kind of its own built-in recording amp. I have a confession to make. I got a thing for lay-down transformers. And this has got 2! How do you guys like this, Paul? You like the cream humbuckers? I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, you right there. Yeah, old bright lights over there. Yeah, what's happening? All right, let's jump into the sounds. We'll start on the clean channel. I have the gain set at about 1 because I've got humbuckers and I want to keep it clean. Still got some nice breakup. The bright switch is on normal and we're in classic mode here. Let's flip this over to twang. Normal. Okay. Let's listen to it with modern mode. Here we go. Turn on the bright switch. We'll put it back in classic mode here, back in normal, and I'm going to turn the clean gain up. Let's bring it up to, oh gosh, 6.5, 7, right around there. And let's see what we got. Modern, normal, here's modern and the bright switch set to twang. Say that fast 5 times. Now I'm going to bring the gain back down around 2, 1.5. Put it on, let's go twang. We'll put it back on classic. And I'm going to bring in the effects loop. Okay, let's see. I got a big old reverb here. Let's see what happens with that, shall we? I'll start on the neck pickup. Normal. Now let's crank up that clean gain again. Let's go, let's go about 7. That seems to be the sweet spot for amps, right? And we'll leave it on classic and normal, bright. Okay. I'll probably bring in the effects loop too a little bit, maybe a couple other pedals for fun. Let's just see how it sounds. Put in a little delay. Solo boost. Phaser. Let's hit that twang. Let's hear how it sounds with the higher gain in the modern setting. We'll start in the normal again, and I'll bring in an effects loop or whatever. And I'll do the boost too, so here we go. Just to compare. Back to modern. Here comes a boost. Boost on, boost off. let's move over to the crunch channel. I'm going to switch it with my Footswitch. You see that little amber light go on? That means we in crunch. Kick on that crunch boost. Here it goes. Okay, now let's check out that modern setting. Here we go. Gain. So the thing I notice right away is when I'm in Classic, it's way more open. It's a looser feel. So like for faster picking stuff, right? We hit it in modern. Here we are on the crunch channel with modern. Crunch boost. Let's do it classic. No crunch boost, classic mode. Crunch mode. Added crunch. Solo boost. Crunch mode and classic sounds like. Crunch mode and modern sounds like. Crunch boost. Alright, and solo boost. crunch channel, and we're in modern. Let's flip it over to classic. Check that out. Put it on the bridge pickup, roll down the tone knob because that's what I like to do. The crunch boost. Sounds freaking great with the Strat. And the big daddy of them all, the one that turns red, the lead channel. Look at it change right here. No, 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 Other option here is modern. Let's check that out. Classic. Let's try that same lick. Much tighter, right? Classic. Solo boost. Here's a modern setting on the lead channel. I'll kick on a solo boost. Had a little delay in there. Shall we hazard the Strat? What do you think? Should we hazard the Strat? I think we should. All right. You talked me into it. Let's plug this puppy in. All right. Let's go. Classic. Yeah, that's it. Lead. Woo! Look out now. Solo boost. Bridge.